Hello, thank you all for attending tonight. Moca FC's head coach tonight we have. Coach, can you give us some first thoughts? You speak English,
Yes,
you're
of course.
former MLS player. If you can give us some thoughts on tonight, some first, you lose, but there's something to take home with. I have to think here.
Absolutely. Young players with a debut in such a beautiful competition. And of course, we have to be very respectful about one of the best teams in the MLS, a league that everybody wants to come and play. Everybody wants to come and coach. So this is the reality of football around the world. These kind of players, these kind of buddies, this kind of league. And as longer the upcoming seasons from the Dominican Republic players, they can get used to this kind of game, this kind of speed, this kind of fight in the field. And I think they will get better. They have a good coach on the national team also. And there are some Dominican players playing around the world in upcoming leagues too. And I think they will grow in the upcoming years.
What does coach take away from these two matches from playing a Nashville SC specifically? Would you say you take the most out of it?
Well, that you try, and sometimes that's not enough. And you have to structure the professionalism in a better way in the country. You have to have soccer fields that you can train. You need to have good balls, soccer balls, good, you have to have cones, you have to be wearing appropriate wear when you go to cold places, you need to have the right shoes. If today was raining, they're not used to play with aluminum cleats. So I'm Uruguayan, and we normally play with aluminum cleats everywhere. Even when we go to dance with a lady, we have aluminum cleats because that's what we grew up with. But I think it is going to take some time. But this is the beginning. You know, they say in a 10,000-mile trip, you need to step. Everything started with one step. And I think this is the way for them to look forward and to say, well, I want to get there one day. But it's not only the players. Everybody has to do it to help the players to come here and one day, and enough will be enough. Saying, okay, we need to do this better. Well, how do we get better? And I'm proud of the players that they play. You know, you need to understand that there's a huge difference in between how they play and how you need to play. When you come and you play against these teams, you know, the players that might not feel the way I tell them they have to play, because they feel the game in a certain way. But that's how you play their league. When you come and you play at this level, you need to, you know, the possession was like, I don't know, 80-20, but how do you defend all those minutes? And you need to start defending. You know, it's not about possession of the ball only. It's about, hey, this is a better team than mine, so then we need to defend, and we need to play in a certain way to be equal to them and play the game the best possible way.
We have questions.
Hey, Coach. This is Valère with Broadway Sports Media here in Nashville. I mean, you're new to this job with Moca. I'm just curious, what made you make that decision to go to the Dominican Republic and coach with Moca?
Oh, a friend of mine is friends with the director of Moca, Enrique Costa, and I was coaching in Greece. And before that, I have a decent resume, I believe, a CV, and it was more made of friendship. And said, I would love to experience something new in my life, since I've been in Qatar national team and I've been Deportivo Cali, and I coach in first division in Uruguay. And I thought maybe I can go and help my friend and bring some players to open on something new and be a pioneer to help this country, Dominican Republic, to give a little bit of what it takes to go to the next level. It takes some time. I'm from a small country that has accomplished unbelievable things. We're just 1,000 players, professional, and per capita is one of the countries that export more players in the world. And I believe that this is a certain way and certain similarities that you can help the players. In my country, football is religion, and everybody wants to be a soccer player. So when you filter that at the end of the pyramid, only 1% makes it, and a lot of players didn't make it. So it's not the best that they get there, but the most resilient, the most persistent, the guys are the most love and passion. When I play for so many years and all the countries that I play, I missed a lot of things. I missed weddings. I missed birthday. I missed my brother's wedding. I never went on vacation with my parents, and that's the love of the game. I don't know if that's going to be the way for the Dominican Republic, because it takes some other things that not only play good. So I thought maybe coming to the Dominican Republic and trying to help. And there is another team that there are a couple other teams that are doing things pretty good. But I also think that if they keep bringing qualifying coaches and coaching the next generations, that will help the clubs to develop, because there are good players everywhere, and how they're made, and they're fast, they eat right, but then you need to start changing a lot of things on them, and I think they're in the right path. The champion Cibao has done a good job bringing some interested coaches, and they're bringing things from the bottom. Moca is doing the same thing from last year. They find a way to go to Champions League. Did a fantastic job in the Caribbean Cup, and they gave us the opportunity for us to decide to come and help the club, and maybe put a little brick on the wall for what's football in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, Ben Wright with Broadway Sports. You've talked kind of about some of the growing pains that football is going through in the Dominican, but towards the end of the game, when you see some of the away fans meeting up with the players after the game, it does feel like there's maybe some growing passion for the game. Are you encouraged about the future of football in the Dominican after this experience?
Well, like I said before, I'm a believer. I'm a positive guy. But you have to put the effort. You have to have the fans to believe. You have to have the people in the clubs to believe. You have to make people to work for the players, to not only to sign the passports and help them when they travel first time. You need to give them the ABCs of what it takes to be a soccer player, and it would be more people to believe. We're talking about a baseball country. That's in their genes. That's in their blood. And they're great baseball players, right? In that area. Well, the areas sometimes they change with some help. They are upcoming countries, and I believe Dominican Republic will be one. And it's great to see the Dominicans. They live here and they come from all over the country. United States is a big country. I know because my home is in Phoenix, and I've been traveling all over the world, and supported by my wife, because she's the one who does the real effort. So I believe that if, like I say to the players, if we are all one, if we help the country, if we understand that there is a future, and you give the very simple. I'm a coach that likes to play simple, and I'm a coach that I like to be positive, and I believe in my heart that the country can do better with the people that can help to develop. I can help in my world. How can I help the players this way? I'm not going to do something that I don't know how to do. I think the help has to come from up and down, and maybe we are in the bottom of the pyramid, but we are the base. We are the foundation of that pyramid. The players, the coaches, the people that believe on this. But somebody has to see the opportunity, like it happened in other countries before.
Coach Claudio Villalobos from Nashville Total Sports. When you come from crazy, not crazy, soccer countries like Argentina, Brazil, yours, Uruguay, just to give 3 examples, where probably you can find a good player under a rock just by searching through it. And you come to a place like Dominican Republic where maybe that part of the development of a soccer player is not even there. The minor leagues, the boys, even the girls. How difficult it becomes from a country like Dominican Republic if you don't have that to actually increase quicker the level of soccer in a country.
Well, Brazil has so many millions of players, right? They play in the beach. Even soccer players, football players, they go on a summer in Ipanema and they're trying to play in, and they say, these guys, I don't understand how they are not playing professionally. It takes other things to become a professional. Argentina, the same. You can move a stone and a soccer player will jump out of the stone, right? Everything. They have like 7 leagues. Uruguay is in between them. My country is one of the places that players are making $1,000 a month as a professionals. And their dream is to get their talent to help themselves and their families and for a better life. So much they believe, and you have to channel that energy and that desire to do it. So I came here to make them believe that they can do it. Of course they can do it. Qatar did it. We were coaching Qatar, and Qatar has 300,000 Qataris, and they start bringing people from other countries, and they start living there, and they won the residency, and they won their citizenship. And Qatar won the Asian Cup 2 years on a road. There is time for that, but people have to be patient. The players have to be patient. They have to learn how to eat better. They eat healthy, but they need to eat how a soccer player needs to eat. And sometimes changes and drastic changes are the most difficult. But they have the essence because they want to get better. They want to get better. That we believe. And of course, like I said before, soccer fields, soccer balls, beanies, pennies, or however people say it, cones, nets, and feel that you go to a locker room and you can, take a shower after that. Because Uruguay, still today, we don't have 5 showers. We don't care. We care about, respecting the coach, respecting the club, respecting soccer, and fight. You can make $1 million and I can make $1,000, and I believe that I can beat you. And the guy who's making $1 million thinks I can beat this guy. So it's a healthy competition that it brings the best of the players out. And I think that more games like this, more international games, tough games for at least the 3 best teams in the country, plus the national team, it will bring the level of these guys to understand that the speed of the game is not what they think, but what really is.
Thank you, Coach. Coach Maximiliano Viera, thank you for your participation in tonight's press conference. We will have Coach Harry Smith next. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you very much for your time.